Hello aspirants, welcome to Beginners IAS. In this class, we are going to see some basic concept buildings based on the topic called number systems, especially on the topic called remainder theorem. As you all know that this remainder theorem is very important concept with respect to any competitive exams. In this class, we are going to discuss to identify a remainder of a number with the power, some base and a power. Before getting into a problem, let us start with some introduction part. What do you mean by positive remainder? What do you mean by negative remainder? How to form a number by using the remainder theorem. With this, we move on to some other concepts. A remainder of an expression can be expressed as positive remainder and negative remainder. Here, make sure that both the answers are correct. But how to find out? That is very important. By the definition, the remainder always non-negative. Please be sure about this. With this, just we will move on to the some basic remainder theorem concept. You all came across this in your school days. They will give you your dividend and then they will give you a divisor. With dividend and divisor, they will ask you to identify a remainder. To identify the remainder, we need a quotient. Since always we will multiply this divisor with the quotient and then we will write some numbers here. By using this technique, we will form an equation. That equation is nothing but the dividend, which is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. Just we will take some simple example to understand this and then to know about the positive remainder and the negative remainder. Just I am taking 41 here as a dividend, 4 as a divisor. Make sure that in order to identify the remainder, we need to just know about the nearest multiple of that number with respect to the divisor. Here the divisor is 4 and then the nearest multiple of 4 with respect to the 41 or 40 and then 44. Here I am just taking 10, which means that 40, which leaves you a remainder of 1. This is nothing but the positive remainder. Always in a normal division, people will do like this. But for a competitive exams, we need to know about the negative remainder also. Suppose if I am taking 44, then what would be the result? 41 minus 44, which leaves you a remainder as minus 3. This is nothing but the negative remainder, or else we need to subtract, or else we need to add. From 41, we need to add 3 to get 44. That is the nearest multiple of 4. This concept is called as negative remainder. With these two concepts, we can able to derive a same answer. With the positive remainder, we are getting 1. How should we get that 1 by using the negative remainder? Make sure that by using the negative remainder concept. So this is nothing but the remainder and then this is nothing but the divisor here 4. To get, just add these two numbers. 4 plus minus 3 is nothing but plus into minus minus, therefore minus 3. This leaves your answer as 1. In both the cases, we are getting answer as a 1. Please be sure about this concept. This is very important. Or else in another way, we can say that if the resultant gives you in terms of minus, then what you need to do is a denominator minus the numerator. Don't consider the sign. In this case also we are getting the same. A denominator is 4. Always write minus here. What is the numerator without considering the sign? 3, which is nothing but the 1. Same result we are getting. In this way, either way you can do. Please understand basic concept. That is very important. And I will give you one more additional information. See, add divisor to the negative remainder. Then it will give you a positive remainder. Shall we check that? Yes. Here the divisor is 4. And then what is the negative remainder? Negative remainder is the minus 3. Just add these two things. You will get 1 as the resultant. That 1 is nothing but the positive remainder. Then what about the second node? Subtract the divisor from the positive remainder. Positive remainder here is 1. What is the divisor here? 4. I'm just subtracting, just giving the resultant as minus 3. So this gives the resultant as the negative remainder. With these two concepts, we can able to solve any problems. Here, now you may ask a question whether we have to use a positive remainder or a negative remainder. For a simple and a quick way to solve a problem, just always try to apply the negative remainder concept, but make sure that you know the logic that denominator minus numerator. That is very important concept. After knowing this, we have to move on with the important note. That note is very important. A remainder is always less than the numerator, as you all know about this. If the remainder is 0, surely the divisor is called the factor of the dividend. Yes, that is also right. The third is very important. The third note is very important. Be sure about that. If the dividend is less than the divisor, then the dividend is the remainder. Just I will give you example. Just I am taking a dividend as 3. If I am taking dividend as 3 and then I am taking this divisor as 8. In this case, what is the answer? 3 is the answer. By using the simple note, that is third number, note number 3. Here 3 by 8. We need to identify the remainder. In this case, just consider the numerator alone. That is nothing but the dividend alone. If you consider this, then this is the answer. This is nothing but the remainder. So please make sure that you have learned this concept. This concept is very important. After this, let us move on to the simple problem. Before solving a problem, understanding that this method is very important. This method will help you to solve a problem in a quick manner. Here there are two rules which are effective in order to deal with the large powers. Case number 1. We can able to express the given expression in the form of ax plus 1, the whole power n divisible by a. This is very important. If you able to express in this form, surely without solving any problem, we can say that the remainder is 1. Don't worry about the power. That is why here given as no matter how large the value of the power n is, surely the remainder is going to be 1. Let us solve some examples so that you will understand in a better way. Find the remainder when 321, the whole power 5687 is divisible by 8. Make sure that don't worry about the power, since if you worry about the power, surely you will make a mistake. So don't worry about the power. Now I'm just taking 321, the whole power 5687, just by dividing 8. It leaves you some remainder. To identify this remainder, just I'm going to check whether I can able to express this 321 in terms of ax plus 1 divisible by a. Here for numerator alone power. Be sure about that. Now just I'm dividing with 8. By dividing with 8 40s are I'm getting 320. Just I'm leaving a remainder as 1. Here make sure that this 321 can be expressed in the form of ax. A is nothing but 8 here. Therefore 8 into 40 plus 1. Yes, 321 can be expressed in the form of ax plus 1. Don't worry about the power. Now what would be the answer for this? Answer is nothing but 1. Without solving anything, we can able to say answer is 1. Why? Since 8 into 40. 840 is nothing but 8 multiples. 8 multiples is nothing but divisible by 8. If you divisible by 8, surely it will leave you a remainder as 0. And then finally 1 power 5687. 1 power anything 1. Now apply the logic called 1 by 8. This logic we can apply. This is the dividend. This is the dividends. Now check here, the dividend is lesser than the divisor. Yes. If it is so, what is the answer? That is the what is the remainder? The remainder is going to be the dividend. So with this logic also we can able to solve this problem. We will move on with the next concept. That concept is also very important. You have to check whether we can able to express that in terms of ax plus minus 1, ax minus 1 whole power n divisible by a, which means that surely it will leave you a remainder minus 1 directly, no matter of what the power, surely it will leave you a remainder as a minus 1. Here just I need to change here minus 1, here minus 1. Shall we do one problem? Yes, I will give you one vector example. Just 9 here by 10. I'm just taking power, whatever be the power, 234. Now, what is the negative? Remainder here, minus 1. This is nothing but 234 divisible by 10. Obviously, minus power odd. This logic is very important. Minus power odd number gives you a resultant as a negative. Minus power even number gives you as the resultant as a positive. Here 234 is the positive. Therefore, why it is positive? Since 234 is a even, therefore 1 by 10. Now numerator is less than the denominator. Then what would be the remainder? In this case, the remainder is going to be 1. Now let us talk about a negative remainder with the odd power. So now same example I am just going to take 9 by 10, the whole power 233. Suppose in this case it leaves you a remainder minus 1 whole power 233 divisible by 10. Here minus 1 odd power, therefore what you have to do is minus 1 here divisible by 10. You should not take minus 1 or 1 as your answer. What you have to do in this case, a denominator minus the numerator, don't consider the sign, so which leaves you a remainder. So the remainder for this problem is a 9. Simple. So make sure about this concept. These concepts are very important. With this, let us move on to one problem. That problem is also very important. Find the remainder when 146 whole power 56 is divisible by 7. And then we are having one more problem. So we have to solve these two problems. If I solve these two problems, you can able to understand in a better manner. So now let us solve this question for a better understanding. So 146 the whole power 56 is divisible by 7. Now check the answer here. So how to express this? Now I'm just dividing that 146 with respect to 7. Now check with the tables. Now this nothing but 2, 14. Now it leaves you a 6 nothing but, suppose if I am 1, just taking 1 here, 6 by 7 leaves you a minus remainder. Yes, this is also very important. We can express that 146 the whole power 56 divisible by 7. This can be written as 7 into 21 minus 1 form. This form is nothing but ax minus 1 whole power n divisible by a. If you can express in this form, whatever be the power, now the numerator leaves you minus 1. Therefore minus 1 the whole power 56 divisible by 7. See, the minus 1 the whole power even number, surely it leaves you remainder as 1 divisible by 7. See, the numerator is less than the denominator, which means the remainder is going to be the numerator. Or else we can say as another term, dividend is nothing but 1, divisor is 7. If the dividend is less than the divisor, surely the remainder is going to be the dividend. So with this logic also we can able to identify the remainder. Now let us move on with the next problem. So now let's understand this problem also. Find the remainder when 25 the whole power 102 is divisible by 17. Just let us solve the solution. 25 the whole power 102 divisible by 17. But make sure here. Now just divide 7. Now make sure that here 3 times. Now or else, oh, it is 17, then 1 times 17 into 1, therefore 17. But it does not leave you a remainder as 1. But in this case, what you have to do, now apply the remainder theorem concept. 1 into 17 plus 8. So this is nothing but 25. Just applying the remainder theorem concept. This is nothing but the quotient into divisor plus remainder. I am using this concept. If I use this concept, I can able to express 17 into 1. But be sure that previous concept is plus 1 concept. Here this concept is not a plus 1 concept. If it is plus 1 concept, we can say that answer as a 1 or minus 1. Here it is plus 1 concept, we can able to say the answer as a 1. Minus 1 concept, we can able to say minus 1 power. Here in both the cases we can say answer, but in this case we cannot able to do a problem in a direct method. To such a cases, what you have to do, just 17 into 1 by dividing 17, it leaves you remainder as 0. Just take 8 here, 8 power 102 divisible by 17. In these cases, you have to just convert that into plus or minus 1 concept. Now what I am going to do is, this 8 can be written as 2 cube, the whole power 102 divisible by 17. See, whatever the powers, just check whether while dividing by 17 it leaves you a remainder minus 1 or plus 1. Here 2 power 4 can gives you a remainder as a minus 1. Since 2 power 4 is equal to 16, just try to express this expression in terms of 2 power 4. Now what I am going to do is, just I am multiplying this. This is nothing but 306 divisible by 17. Just divide this 306 with respect to 4. Why with respect to 4? Since 2 power 4 is nothing but the 16, it leaves you a remainder. What is the power here? 4. That is why I am dividing with 4. By dividing with 4, what you are getting, that is very, very important. So now check here, 4 7s are now 28, now 2 6, now 4 6 are 24, now just 2. Here we can able to split. So or else you can check with 4 into 76. 4 into 76 is nothing but 24, 2, 28, then plus 2, 0, then plus 2. Yes, this expression is right. 306 can be splitted as 4 into 76 plus 2. Now whatever the thing, now what I am going to do is, just I am splitting this power 306 as 2 power 4 into 76 plus 2 divisible by 17. So in this case, what you have to do, simple thing, I know that 2 power 4 leaves you a remainder as minus 1. 16, that leaves you remainder minus 1 by dividing 17. In this case, listen carefully. You have learned in the school days, right? A power B, the whole power C can be written as A power BC. I am going to apply this logic. Here this can be written as 2 power 4, the whole power 76. This plus can be written as, you know, right? Base is same, A power X into A power Y. Then we can add the numerators, which means the powers. Now listen carefully. This can be expressed as 2 power 2 divisible by 17. 2 power 4 is nothing but 16. It leaves you a remainder as a minus 1. Therefore minus 1 the whole power 76 divisible by 17 into 2, that is 2 power 2. So minus power. Now just I am writing the answer here. Be careful with this. I am writing the answer here. Now minus power, odd number leaves you a remainder as a minus, but here 76 is the even number, therefore it leaves you 1. Therefore 1 into 2 square is nothing but 4. So this is nothing but by 17. Now just check the answer here. Numerator is 4, denominator is nothing but 17. If the numerator is less than the denominator, now what is the remainder? Numerator is the remainder. Therefore, answer for this question is 4. Make sure that please try to understand this problem and try to take a note in a proper manner, since I have used this screen with a lot of calculation work. With this, I'm moving to the next problem. Here, before moving to the problem, just understand the logic between the previous and this problem concepts. Here, in the previous problem, just check the dividend is the greater than the divisor, but here check the dividend is 3 but the divisor is 6. How could you solve this kind of problems? So this is very important. Now what I am going to do, just listen carefully. 3 power 85 divisible by 6. Previous problem and all, the number present here is greater than the divisor, but here it is less than the divisor. In this case, what I am going to do is just I am going to apply one logic. One logic is nothing but just split the divisor into two terms, which is the base of the numerator. Base of the numerator is 3. Now just 2 into 3, I am writing like this. If I write like this, what I am getting? 2 power something and then 3 power something in the denominator. Okay, with this we can able to solve. So now check 2 into 3. Now numerator is 3 power 85. With this we have to solve. Just bring that. You have learned a power x divisible by a power y. If base common, powers are in the divisible, then we can able to say that a power x minus y. Simple logic, I am applying that. So now 3 power 85 minus 1, just I am bringing the base, simplifying the base with respect to now divisible by 2. After doing this, I am just getting 3 power 84. Here what I am doing is, this 3 can be expressed as 2 plus 1. This 2 plus 1 the whole power 84 divisible by 2. In this case 2 is divisible by 2. Yes, of course. Then write it as 1 power 84 divisible by 2. 1 power anything, simple, 1 divisible by 2. Therefore, but be sure that here the remainder is 1, but this is not the answer. Here the remainder is 1, but this is not the answer. You need to identify the final remainder. That is very, very important. How to find the final remainder of the question? Here, just what we have done in the previous, we have simplified the base 3, which means you have to multiply that base with respect to the remainder. What we are getting here, 1 into 3, this is nothing but the 3. This is the final remainder. Please go through again if you do not understood this concept. This is very, very important concept. See here, we are just adjusting the base of 3. That is why you need to add or else multiply that with respect to the final remainder. Then if you know this logic, I will move on to the next question. This question also very, very important. Find the remainder when 2 power 70 is divisible by 96. Here it is given as 2 power 70, which is divisible by 96. Here also, now just check the numerator is, that is the base is lesser than the divisor. In this case the base is 2. Just I am trying to split that divisor with respect to the factor of 2. Just 48. Now 2, 24, again 2, 12, again 2, 6, again 2, 3. Here just I am splitting the denominator, 96. With respect to the factors, this is nothing but 2 power 5 into 3. Now adjust that, the base 2 power 70 minus 5 divisible by 3. So this is nothing but 2 power 65 divisible by 3. Now learn the concept here. Here this can be written as 3 minus 1. Since we need to adjust the numerator with respect to the denominator. Denominator is 3. That is why I am just adjusting 3 minus 1 will leaves you answer as 2. I am just adjusting 2 as 3 minus 1. Here just 3 power 65. Now what you do? What you have to do? 3 by 3 leaves your remainder 0. Now just take minus 1 the whole power 65 divisible by 3. So now be careful that minus power odd number, which gives you remainder as resultant as minus 1. So now divisible by 3. How to find the remainder? If the resultant carries negative sign, simple denominator minus the numerator. This is nothing but 2, but this is not the final remainder. Be sure about that. This is not the final remainder. Why it is not the final remainder? Since we have adjusted the base of 2, then what is the final remainder? That is very, very important. To identify the final remainder, what you need to do? See, we have adjusted with a 2 power 5. That is very, very important. Therefore 2 power 5 multiple of that remainder which we are getting. That is nothing but 2. Just you have to multiply this. Here 2 power 5 is nothing but 32. 32 into 2 sir, that is nothing but the final remainder. Therefore final remainder is equal to 32 into 2, 64. This is the final remainder. So please be sure about this concept also, this logic also. If you want, I will show you the previous. Here in this previous, just check here just why I am taking 3 alone, since I have adjusted 3 power 1. That is why I have just multiplied 3 here. But here I have adjusted with the factors of 2 power 5. Listen carefully. It is 2 power 5. That is why I have written 2 power 5 in the final remainder. So make sure about that. Next we will move on to the very important concept. This concept is a different. Okay. Actually, to solve this concept, this problem, we can able to solve in 3 methods. I will teach you 3 methods. See, this was asked in the UPSC 2020, not 2020, 2021. So let us discuss this topic. So 3 power 2019, which is divisible by 10. Actually, I am just solving this problem with the positive remainder concept. You have learned the positive remainder concept, but try to do this problem with the positive remainder, negative remainder, and one more method. Whatever be the method, just learn that and apply that. Try to solve the problem in a quick manner. Simple. Here, just I am going to teach you a positive remainder concept. Here, in order to solve this, the power is very large. What I am going to do is, I am just checking with the 3 powers. 3 power 1, 3 power 2, 3 cube, 3 power 4, 3 power 5, like this. This is 3, 9, then 27, 81, 243. Here, if I divide 81 with 10, I can able to get 1 as the remainder. That is the positive remainder. Therefore, you have to take this. 3 power 4 is equal to 81. After taking this, what you need to do is just split the power of 3. 2019 and divide with 4. After dividing, I am getting 5. Here 0. This is 1. I cannot able to divide. I am adding 0 here. then bring that 9 here, then 4 4s are 16. Now this is nothing but the remainder. Now listen, we can able to split that to 19 with respect to 4 into 504 plus 3 divisible by 10. Here this can be written as 3 power 4 the whole power 504 plus 3 divisible by, or else do one thing here, plus 3. Okay, 504 plus 3, or else I will simplify here so that you can able to understand in a better manner. Just listen carefully. Just I am splitting this base common, that property a power x into a power y, this is nothing but a power x plus y. That property only I am going to apply. 3 power 4 into 504 just into 3 power 3 divided by 10. Just I am simplifying it. 3 power 4 the whole power 504 now into 3 cube is nothing but 27 divisible by 10. 3 power 4 leaves you a remainder as 1. 1 power anything 1. Therefore 1 into 27 divisible by 10. So if you divide this, surely it will leaves you a remainder as 7. Therefore answer for this question is 7. Just I have applied a concept called positive remainder. We can able to solve same problem by using the negative remainder concept also. So let us solve that problem by using the negative remainder concept also. Here, just for a better understanding, I am giving you same problem by using the negative remainder concept. Listen, this is nothing but 3209 divisible by 10. Just check, 3 square is equal to 9. 3 power 4 is equal to 81. If I take 81, it leaves you a positive remainder, that plus 1. If I take 3 square is equal to 9, it will give you minus 1. Why it will give you minus 1? Since 10 into 1s are 10, then minus 1. This is nothing but the 9. Ax plus 1, Ax minus 1 concept. So this is nothing but 81. This 81 can be written as Ax plus 1 concept. How? 10 into 8 plus 1. This leaves you 81. So therefore this is nothing but the positive remainder. Previously we have applied. In the negative remainder concept, 10 into 1, 9 we are getting. So make sure that. So here this minus 1 is nothing but the negative remainder concept. Therefore we have to take 3 square. Since 9 can be written as 3 square. Here what you have to do is just split that numerator with respect to numerator is in the sense in the power. Okay, you have to split. Just divide 2019 with 2. Just try to get the answer here. 1s are 2. Now 0 again 1 0. Now I'm bringing 9 here. Now 2 9s are 18, leaves you a remainder 1 here. I can able to split that with respect to negative remainder concept. So therefore 2 into 1,009 plus 1 divisible by 10. Just split that. 3 power 2 the whole power 1,009 into 3 power 1 divisible by 10. 3 square leaves you a remainder as minus 1. Therefore minus 1 the whole power 009 leaves you a negative value only. Here therefore minus 1 power odd gives you minus result. Therefore minus 1 into 3 divisible by 10. This is nothing but minus 3 by 10. If the resultant leaves you minus, then what you have to do, the remainder is equal to denominator minus numerator. Simple. 10 minus 3 obviously going to be 7. In this case also we are getting the same answer. Learn any method, try to apply, try to solve the problem in a quick manner. I will teach you one more method. That method also very important. This logic is nothing but minus 1 concept. So now let us move on with another concept. Without using plus 1 minus 1 concept, we can able to analyze, we can able to solve this problem, same problem. Here by using the concept called repetition of unit digits. See, listen carefully. 3 power 1 is nothing but 3. 3 square is nothing but 9. 3 cube is nothing but 27. 3 power 4 is nothing but 81. 3 power 5 is nothing but 243. Now check with the unit digit 3 here. It repeats. Now very important concept called as cyclicity. If you understand the concept of cyclicity, then we can able to solve this problem. Whatever the problem, we can able to solve in a quick manner. I will tell you the cyclicity here. Unit digit repeats after how many cyclicity? That is very important. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. After 4, everything just getting cyclic. Here 3 power 6 is nothing but 7 to 9. This 9 also getting cyclic after this. Check here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here the cyclicity for the 3 is, remember, 3 power 4n is equal to 1. That is very important concept. It repeats after 4 cyclic. Therefore, the cyclicity is equal to 4. After finding out the cyclicity, what you need to do? Simple thing you have to do. Just divide that 219 with respect to 4 as the divisor. Now simple. We have already solved this problem by method 1. So now check. 3 power 4, the whole power 504 with respect to plus into plus 3. In next step we will split. Now 3 power 4 power anything leaves you remainder 1. Just I am splitting this. Divisible by 10. This leaves you remainder 1. 3 square is nothing but 27. Divisible by 10. Which leaves you remainder as 7. Therefore, in all the cases, we are getting the same answer. C is equal to 7. This was asked in the UPSC 2021. Here, I would like to teach you one more concept. That concept is called as divisibility by 4. So learn this concept. This is also very important concept. Just listen carefully. Here, this is the normal method to find out the remainder. Here, by using the negative remainder concept, we have identified the remainder, and positive remainder concept we have identified. With the repetition of the unit digit, we have identified the remainder. But divisibility test is very important. This is the normal method. Here, in a simple manner, just identify last 2 digits. If the last 2 digits is divisible by 4, surely that number is divisible by 4. Just 219 can be split into 2016 plus 3. Therefore, 2016 can be divisible by 4. Therefore, plus 3 is the remainder. Therefore, 3 power 2019, which is equal to 3 power 3. So this logic also we can apply. 3 power 3 is nothing but 27. 27 divisible by 10 leaves you a remainder 7. Without making any tedious way, we are able to answer in a simplest manner. This is also one method. Actually, I have taught you many methods. Here, just I am giving you a simple problems. Just try to solve these problems and try to answer in the comment. If you do not able to understand the concept, please inform us so that we can able to clarify your doubts. With this, I am concluding this session. Thank you all. Have a good day.